And I guess there was the other time where when I was working Delirium, I was working bartending during the day, then bouncing at night. So some days I had doubles. And one night I was working the door, and a dude comes up to the door.
That was a busy street.
That was a busy street. That was a great bar, man. That was a lot of fun. That bar, like the stories and debauchery right there, phenomenal. Great times.
So you didn't know who was going to be out front or who was going to be walking by?
Well, we had two incidents that were pretty fucking scary. And one of them was, dude comes up and he's got like the Timberland boots. They're perfect and they're not tied and they're open. He's got khakis and they're pressed and they're perfect. And he's got a lamb's wool like fighter jacket on, the collar popped, you know. He's got two big cornrows and he's just muscle. And he walks up and he's got his fist clenched tight. And he's way over fucking 21. ID? Shows me his ID. Favorite line in the world, I don't know why I didn't get punched for this one, ever. I need a second California ID. There was something about him, I'm like, do not come in this fucking bar.
Yeah.
You've got a chip on your shoulder, it's just amazing right now. And I know, I feel it in my fucking gut, no. You know? Yeah. Dude's like, that's bullshit, blah, blah, I just got out of jail. Flag. Yeah. Fucking, and I'll fucking go get my gun, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna whoop your fucking ass and shoot this whole bar.
0 to 60.
0 to 60. Dude was clenched fist walking up to the door. Yeah. My call was right. My call also scared the shit out of me because he meant it. I've had a lot of people tell me they're going to shoot me, stab me, get their friends. Do you know who I am? Do you know who my dad is? All of that amounts to nothing. When someone says, I'm going to get my gun, I'm going to come back here, whoop your ass and shoot the bar out, very specific, looks you dead in the eye and then walks to his car to get his gun, called my buddy who's a cop. And he's like, well, I just got off work. I just got on my civilian clothes. What's going on? I'm like, Mike, this is my old bouncer buddy from, I've known him for, years at this point, maybe 10 years. And I said, this is that gut check thing, man. This is bad. He's like, fuck. I'm coming. All right. Gets in his he had those little Jeep trucks, Gets in that plainclothes. As he's driving by me, which one is it, Rich? I get a phone call. Which one is it, Rich? As he's driving by me, I'm like, dude, straight in front of you on the right in the bomber jacket with the Timberland boots untied. Fucking phone unhooked, right? Jumps out of his truck, fucking runs over. Let me see your hands. And his phone's still going. I'm like this, right? Man, who the fuck are you? I'm the motherfucker with a gun in your face. Lay the fuck down. And I'm like, whoa. Fucking then the phone shuts down. Fucking cops come flying. They're running. 3, what are called, I got told, black flag warrants in 3 counties. And black flag means excessive violence. And 2 of them were to a woman, 2 women. 1 of them was to a prostitute. All of them with weapons. So this guy was legit. It was a good gut check. And that dude was scary. That was legitimately a scary dude. And I just kind of, the spidey sense, I don't know what you want to call it, but he was dedicated to the cause. Like you could see it in his face, you could read it. And it's like you say, you watch people, always watch people. They say you can't always read a book by its cover. Sometimes you can, right?
I think a lot of people, when they don't know how to read people, they really can't feel who's a heavy and who's not a heavy. Right. They can't, their intuition doesn't really speak to them. Mine has always spoken to me. And I always feel like a lot of situations could have gone horribly wrong. A lot of it was just a breath away from me making a wrong decision.
That's right.
Like me just taking a second, taking a deep breath before making a wrong decision, and feeling how heavy somebody is, feeling the weight. Because this guy didn't make a threat.
No.
He made a promise.
Right.
He said, I'm coming back. He didn't say, fuck you, I'll kill you. No, he said, I'm coming back to do very specific things. That's a promise of violence.
And that's not ruffling of feathers. Most of the time, like I said, guys will bounce chests, they'll yell obscenities at one another, they'll stupid swings, where they telegraph from fucking way out there, manage to hit but with no strength. Like those guys, you see those guys all the time. But when you see some guys who mean it, that's a whole other thing. Had actually, when we first started working Delirium, and it still says this as far as I know, it says Delirium, it used to be Albion Bar, and it said neon service for the sick. Well, we kept service for the sick. And one night, had some local bartenders come in to say hi. It was a slow night, not a lot of people there. And DJ was there. He's this really nice San Franciscan guy. And this dude wanders in, and he's got 3 plastic hospital bands around his hand. And he's got an apron under his, apron under, one of those hospital aprons under his big giant jacket. This is a regular 2 hospitals. You know what I mean? And he's a big guy, and he comes in and he wants a beer. And I pour him a beer, and I start feeling him out, talking. How you doing, man? Mumble. I'm like, okay, this is the mission. Sometimes we get crazies. This is,
It happens.
Yeah, sometimes they just do their own thing. And starts talking to people around him about scorched earth, eating rats, Satan, fucking,
Jesus.
like all sorts of crazy shit. My friends are like, this guy's talking about scorched earth. And so one of my buddies, big giant barrel-chested Australian surfer dude, he's a great guy. Jules, who's a street kid from San Francisco, he's also about my age, at the time. I think we were in our mid-30s. Or early 30s. And, but street savvy guy. And then, so 2 bartenders, me and the DJ. And this guy starts getting loud. Like, you gotta go. Now he's super confrontational and agitated. And he's scaring people, and people are leaving the bar because this guy's animated and he's big. Man, the guy's fucking big. And he starts pounding violently on the desk. I'll fuck you up. And, bouncing. When they come at you like this, you got to come back just a little bit more. So it started escalating. So I came around the fucking thing. He picked up a stool by the cushion and just quickly whoa, and he put all 4 legs like this right to my face. And I was like, you got to put that down and go, right? And Aries like, what if I don't? What if I fucking fuck up your goddamn fucking face? Blah blah blah. And he just rage and fucking jerks like this. And Liam the Australian goes, right? Like, at this point, it's dangerous. And then all of a sudden, this guy just, big, giant, crazy guy, is just ballistic, right? He had found the war that the guys in his head were talking about. So all of a sudden, all of us are fighting this guy. And Liam, we called him the hands of Thor, because at a certain point, his eyes just roll up, and these hands are big, giant meat hooks, just and he starts, and then Jules is standing on the bar, and he's stomping on him, and I'm fucking kicking, we're all doing this, and we got the better of him, but we're still working on it, and so finally, he pops up, and there's fucking blood all over the bar and the floor. We've popped his lip and his mouth and his nose, and his cornea's what's this thing called? Cornea? Detached.
Wow.
Flopping. He's having trouble blinking, and he's spitting blood and fucking just literally kicking towards the door. He gets out. He runs into the street and just puts his bloody hands and face up on this bus. And he's rah! People in the bus are like, ah! And but that guy, man, he was a monster. And any one of us could not have handled that kind of crazy, man. But all of us together, and it's funny because the DJ is a skinny guy who wears plastic, kind of brown frame glasses, curly wild hair, and almost like pre-hipster, proto-hipster, like. He's just naturally a really cool kind of funky dude before everybody's like, let's do that, But, so he's up there and he's just Chuck Taylor, like low tops and Thor's hammers are coming down, and me and Johnny are trying to find holes to fucking subdue the dude, and so that was also another crazy, we believe, and we called the cops, and by the time we got there, he was gone, but we think he saw service for the sick. We think he read the sign and walked on it.